sorry, for Vici Gaming, was going for the 40% CDR very quickly, just going for the Morellonomicon into the CDR boots, poking under turrets, 5-second ruptures. I can see the value of the pick. It's very good in a poke comp. If you just stack AP, the rupture has the 1-to-1 AP scaling, it has a 305 damage base. You know, you get the quick 300-400 AP. You can clear waves from distance, so I like that too. But Rod of Ages into Abyssal, it doesn't feel like he needs Abyssal. He has an AP nuke that scales on true damage. The Abyssal Scepter, he's not really getting into melee range very often. A lot of his damage is further away. Just didn't seem to fit Cool's playstyle. I prefer to see him move back to the Assassins. Some of them are going to be banned, that's for sure, but if he can get onto one, we know what Cool is capable of.
Yeah, we'll see what he gets here. So we've almost all the way through our bans of our second draft here. OMG swapped over to the blue side. I like the ban of Cho'Gath. Keep that away from Cool. Don't want that again. And of course, Rookie probably plays it as well. Nidalee leads in 2 jungle bans for Cacao as well. And Thresh LeBlanc with 1 to come. You have to think they probably have to leave both Rek'Sai and Ahri open, so they're going to ban something else.
And look, Cool, of course, Cool and OMG were against a Cho'Gath yesterday. King played it, Assassin played it in the mid lane, played it very well, and it just undid a lot of what OMG were looking to do in that comp. They had a very strong poke comp, but then the control CC from Cho'Gath was the answer in the late game. They locked in the Cho'Gath this game, and just, yeah, they just didn't seem practice with it. Didn't seem to fit their style. The Rek'Sai first pick, the flex pick, I will say, with some degree of distaste. Look, it's fine, but if the other team gets Sion, just put it in the jungle, please.
I mean, my biggest issue is that Ahri's open as well, and that might not also go over to OMG, and Rookie's a fantastic Ahri player. I do like, again, that IG are picking on Cloud. His Sono actually looked quite good in that game, and their bottom lane in general looked strong, but couldn't carry it on the other side of the map. Going that will go to Mr. Reliable there. Maokai is back.
And my only interpretation of the fact that they took Maokai over Ahri suggests to me that perhaps they were worried about the complete pick of the top lane in the jungle, you know, picking away the Rek'Sai Maokai in the next round of picks. They didn't want to deal with that, so look, they've elected to go with the Maokai first pick. At least that means we're not going to see Rek'Sai in the top lane, but perhaps I've spoken too soon.
We'll have to see what Zatai wants to do. He's a crazy man, of course. He's done stuff before, but we could go for Rek'Sai here for Cacao, which would make a lot of sense. It's one of the strongest junglers still left open here, but IG going to take a bit more time. Lulu has been locked in, actually, so a very strong flex pick there, and Cacao should be onto the Rek'Sai.
I mean, Lulu, of course, could go in any lane. The last time these two teams met in week 2, I believe it was, could have been actually week 4, day 2. It was the Lulu mid coming out from Cool that the Rookie answered with the Yasuo pick that really hyped us up and in a great performance. I think when Lulu's available, you just take her, whether it's first pick, whether it's first rotation. You deny so many strategies from the enemy team, and she's so flexible, can go into 3 lanes very happily. Of course, Lustway looking wonderful once again on the Lulu support, bringing back the old 2011, 2012 meta from CJ Blaze. Just lock it away as OMG. Gonna go for the familiar Nunu, it seems like, and actually Cool's the one that's gonna be on Victor duty this game.
Yeah, and Ahri's open, so didn't want to take it maybe into the Victor matchup, maybe at all, but Nunu, Victor are very interesting picks here for OMG, and I wonder how Cool feels personally, because I'm so surprised that he didn't just take Ahri.
Look, I can't really dissect why he wouldn't take Ahri. He's 6-0 Ahri this season with a disgusting KDA, over 10.5 KDA.
Uh-oh.
And look, Victor doesn't even have a good matchup against Ahri. It's left up, and I hear your uh-oh, because suddenly there's a Nami, a Lulu, and a Kog'Maw in a team, and you can really very fast, after all these recent weeks of play, work out what IG are trying to do.
Yeah, Cloud's hovering the right champion there. Take away that Morgana. I'm actually surprised IG didn't take it themselves, given what they want to do, but apparently value the heal a little bit more from Nami and her raw disengage power. Janna's down, so I can kind of understand that, but OMG might just give it to them here, but they need a plan because they know exactly what's coming next.
I actually prefer the Nami pickup just because, again, disengage is so important in this comp, but more importantly, Nami, just as a 2v2, are a super strong lane. You've got stuns, you have sustain. The Tycor's Blessing is wonderful when the Bioarcane Barrage is up. They actually lane together very, very well. It was always seen as one of the strongest Cog lanes. And again, you don't necessarily need the Morgana, but hell, it's available.
Yeah, I imagine IG will take it. Don't take the Mundo. That's my only recommendation.
The Mundo. Look, the Mundo, a lot of people will wonder why you won't take the Mundo. It's just because it's another late power spike. It's delaying what is usually just a Kog'Maw power spike into a Kog'Maw Mundo power spike. It's saying, okay, guys, 35, 40 minutes, we've got this. And even then, when you get everything together, as Talon is being considered, I believe that was always Achilles' hover. they've got the option of Diana or Ahri. Both of those are excellent in this case, and Rookie's Ahri is disgusting, so pick it up.
It's almost as good as Cool's Ahri, which apparently isn't a thing we're going to see this game, but Luciani was the last few picks from OMG as well. I like that kind of matching aggression, or at least trying to be aggressive here, but IG went from potential Juggernaut to just a very solid Kog'Maw-based comp with a very good secondary threat as well.
And there's so many synergies between this comp. Because the Unburrow into Wild Growth was one of the early Rek'Sai initiation synergies. You can still go full Juggernaut and have the Lulu Nami, one for engage. Both of them can factor in disengage. Of course, you get enough AP, and the Whimsy's going to be just a huge haste coming through from the Kog'Maw. They've got a good front line, Assassin in the mid lane. They have the wave pressure in both mid and top because you give wave clear to both Ahri and, in this case, Lulu, respectively. I like everything about IG's comp.
Yeah, great draft there, as you can see the matchups now. Loveling back on the Nunu. Didn't have success in the last game, but a fine champion for him. I think it suits him quite well versus Kakal's Rek'Sai. Cool on the Victor, something he's had a bit more confident on, but Rookie's on Ahri.
And we've already seen Ahri's completely dominate Victor's in lane. It's not a good laning matchup for Victor at all. Can pick up the augment and just go for wave clear. Kog'Maw versus Lucian's actually a good lane for Lucian. Kog'Maw has been winning a couple of lanes recently. We've seen him bullying around the likes of Graves and Corki, but Lucian, he can deal with a lot of what Kog'Maw's doing.
Yeah, I mean, especially Nami Kog'Maw, which is the lane that IG have here. So excited for Uzi's Lucian, but he's going to have to do a lot of heavy lifting once again.
I think that's the thing you're going to have to say. Uzi's Lucian, it can be massive. He's going to need to do it again.
We'll see if he can do it. We're going to get straight onto the Rift. And welcome back here, OMG versus IG for our last game of the night here. OMG down a game who do not want to get 0 points here, and they can settle for 1 if they can take this second game against Invictus Gaming.
Invictus Gaming have so many power picks on their side, Pastry Time. So much internal synergy, both in terms of a Kog'Maw potentially being at the front of a fight, and just a Rek'Sai being a massive tanky engaged force with the Unburrow into the Wild Growth. OMG, they've got the Nunu, so they're going to start with some very aggressive scouting.
Oh my god, they actually got the ward because of Uzi's passive. That was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, going to get some deep vision down now as well. Cloud even has his stun ready, of course, so good to go on that front. Loveling, no other wards, just going to kind of scout ahead. And 3 trinkets used it, all dropped in that side of the jungle. Kitties will respond, and you have to think that somebody's looking for a lane swap. I think it's IG.
It does look like IG are the ones looking for the lane swap. No, I don't think you can say that because Kog'Maw's already down bottom lane, so it does look like an OMG lane swap. This is the reason why OMG look for the lane swap is not because Lucian and Annie want to dodge the Kog-Nami lane. It's that Annie's roam is disgusting from level 1 onwards. How many times have we seen Annie's walk into mid lane and pick up an early kill? I believe Dade was the recipient of one of those yesterday. So it's just a case of putting Lucian in the top lane and being happy with the roam. But the counter swap is on.
Yeah, they've swapped back, so I think knowing that IG are probably on this side of the map, do want to maybe take the 2v2. So Ty's already in the top lane, so he's probably sitting there. Might even see some old godlike cheese there hanging out in the brush, but OMG going to get some saplings down. We're actually going to have a bit of vertical jungling, it looks like.
It does look like vertical jungle, but we have 2 members in the bottom side. So the weird thing about this is that OMG are going to be double jungling on a side that doesn't necessarily have more members for themselves. Of course, there will be plenty of members there. That's very interesting to see how this is going to work out. No, Loveling's just taking the red buff. Saplings coming through from OMG. This is a weird level 1, but we have resulted in standard lanes.
It is. I wonder if Gogoing is taking away more of that camp as well. He put the saplings down early, so got at least the little ones instantly. Stayed there for a while, so he might have gotten the camp. He's not level 2, so probably didn't finish the whole thing, but we are going to return to standard lanes here. Like you mentioned, Kakao taking away this bottom half of the jungle, and Loveling should walk back over to his blue soon. Yeah,
so it just was a camp start for Gogoing. He has basically level 2. He's 1 minion away from level 2, so it is a very nice start. We'll ping 2 first. I feel good about himself, so he got an extra camp.
And it's always good to, start trying to get ahead in any sort of Maokai-based lane. Do you want to get your farm going, but your landing, while safe, is not particularly overpowering.
So you do see the 2v2 lane matchup in the bottom lane. So much can happen if Carter's on point with aggression. It'll be interesting to see if either of the junglers pass down there. Of course, they both need their 3rd buff. Nunu's in the top lane, so Rek'Sai, he'll have the first aggressive option after he picks up this blue buff.
They're going, no, continuing to farm away. So Ty, they're going to keep them at bay. Very important to trim your waves as Lulu, because you're not that good at last hitting under turret, especially early on. And Kakao's going to take away his blue buff now.
Just a lot of wave clear in the top lane. I mean, decent wave clear in the mid. You give the advantage to Cool after the first shot, but Rookie on Ahri will be doing just fine in that regard. It's not till level 6 that Cool has to really worry for his life.
Yeah, just kind of getting some aggressive death rays down. Abusing a little of the shortish range of Ahri, but they're both actually similarly ranged here. Have, I guess, short, medium, and long range spells here. And Kakao's actually looking for an early gank.
I Not surprising. We did mention that it was a possibility. This is the side the jungle is on, and Uzi
coming in actually wants Cloud instead, who's forced to flash away. The heal came down aggressively. Not enough, but Kog'Maw, yes, the last auto is there for first blood.
The communication between Cacao and Kid was very on point. He could have gone for the last hit, left it to his AD carry, knowing that Biocane Barrage wouldn't time out. First blood to Kog'Maw, and a Kog'Maw-centric comp. Massive for IG.
Yeah, makes sense to pick on Cloud, I think, there as well, who did manage to go down. Lucian pretty slippery, so don't want to go on top of him. And IG with a very successful first gank. Cacao back to his aggressive form.
And this is why I was just so curious about this start from OMG. Why not do the lane swap? Why not have the pressure coming through from Cloud on the level 1 Annie? This is what EDG did yesterday, is using the lane swap, not dodging a matchup, but just abusing the fact that the roaming support of Annie at level 1 is the strongest of all options. Loveland gonna provide a little bit of pressure on top, just stop going from taking his whole health bar and harass. But the other issue, we're going to see the replay coming through. So we see the replay could have gone for Uzi, but the aggressive flash, of course, very low base stats as Annie. Annie's laning phase definitely isn't her strong suit in a 2v2, and they so easily could have had the 2v1 situation. Instead, opting into a bottom side of the map that already had the jungler pathing. We knew already that Rek'Sai will be pathing to the enemy red buff and his own blue buff. It just feels like strategically they just didn't have to put themselves in that position.
Good call, leads to Charm, but a very nice over deception there for Rookie. Just clips cool with the second part for some true damage. And a little bit of chucks and potions. Victor doing just fine here with his wave clip, but Cacao now setting up for another gank.
I mean, look, Cacao has so much more jungle pressure than Nunu, even with his flash down, so he can't go for quite the same aggressive engages. Just showing up in lane, just making his presence known to Cool. Curious pathing from OMG, and this is, you know, we've talked about their draft last game. Now they're pathing in terms of the early jungle in this game. Not sure what's going on with this team.
Going keeping up as Cool actually could be in trouble. Charm gets nailed on top of him. The Unbury comes through as well. He's going to die after flashing there, and Cool gives the kill over to Rookie.
Fail flash, eating the Charm, Ghost used. OMG, it's not their day.
No, it really isn't here as Zatai looking just fine. He was bullying the Maokai earlier in the longer section of the lane here, now just farming very well on the turret, actually. I take it back earlier, even on CS. And in fact, ahead in the other lanes now for IG. Everything going swimmingly so far.
And use double mobility summoners there as well, Cause. This time, though, Nunu's in the right spot. The teleport's on.
He's in trouble, gets stunned there as well. Uzi going to move him, but a very nicely timed heal from Kid will keep him alive. And now Zatai's back down here as well. Kid has to be a little bit careful. Uzi is the target. Heal will bounce off Loveling, and Kiddies will return actually on top of a ward, so has to be a bit careful. We'll move back a little bit further into safety, but can't catch anyone else, and IG will back safely away.
Worth knowing that this will allow Maokai to get a bit of extra experience, now has a CS advantage. Thankfully for IG, though, Rek'Sai is in position, so Cacao gets himself closer and closer to 6.
Yeah, really smart stuff from Cacao, covering for the lane while Zatai's teleported down, sorry, and Kid so still staying in the lane, actually wants a bit of extra CS. Support has gone back, so a Sightstone now up for Kiddies, plus swapped over to a Sweeper. And Rookie, now level 6, could be looking to roam as well.
I mean, this lane only gets worse for Cool. Has both his summoners down. IG, though, Kid's in trouble.
Yeah, Kid's getting dived now. Uzi going to come in with the damage. No heal this time to save him, and Uzi just gets the kill.
And this is the thing that Nunu junglers have learned, is that his base stats are so high. You eat a golem, get the extra percentage max health. You can tank so many turret hits. You're not safe under turrets. Sorry, Kid. He was able to have a bit of time bought from him when Zatai ported down, but dies anyway.
Yeah, and Loveling went Juggernaut last game. Have to think he's going to do it again this game. We didn't see that many tower dives from him. Actually had no real presence there in that game, but starting things off right now for Loveling.
And Loveling gets Juggernaut on just so many of his jungle pickups. It's a standard pickup on Jarvan. Okay, you don't have quite the same armor penetration, you don't have quite the same damage, but he always wants to be a tanky frontline because he trusts the damage coming out from Cool and Uzi. And that trust in your teammates is an important factor for a jungler.
Yeah, Cacao now up towards the top side. Zatai here as well, so looking for a getting onto Maokai. Going has his flash at his level 6, so this will be quite a task here. Cute little tunnel actually going to get the knockup. Good going, will pop his ultimate, gets Polymorph, and the Wild Growth used aggressively as well. Cacao going to look for a dive, but Going's already under the turret safely.
Didn't even have to use his summoner flash. That's very important for Going. Can still play quite aggressively in this lane. Will back, pick up the Catalyst for a bit more sustain. Still has his teleport. So nothing major lost there for OMG.
BF sword up for Uzi. Phage now done for Kids. So some early items coming through for the AD carries. Loveling revisiting this bottom lane though. Uzi really wants to keep down Kid. Cloud will throw in a stun. The heal though quite good there. Uzi now gets exhausted so they get another summoner spell. And you have to think Loveling's coming back soon.
They're both knowing they get the summoner spell. That's a decent push coming through from Loveling. They have a lot of pressure onto Dragon now because of course with the summons down they don't want it. But this turret dive.
Yes, the Tyler getting twisted. Advance on has taken the turret aggro. Might just die, but Dodges it perfectly. Kakao now needs to find the prey seeker. Just tunnels for the armbar. They go going. Maybe able to juke him here. Kakao just trying to line up a couple more auto attacks. Dodges the prey seeker. Go going. Back to ult bomb, somehow surviving the tower dive.
And Gogoing's furiously hoping that someone will show up. He's going to use his summoner teleport.
Oh, it does get killed. Kakao even flashes on top of him, though.
Man, it was so close. Bought a lot of time, though, did Gogoing. That's the major factor. OMG get an unanswered dragon from all of that shenanigans in top lane.
And we used to talk about Gogoing being almost invulnerable in tower dive situations. That was very close to some classic Gogoing highlights.
Absolutely. Doesn't quite have the Renekton ultimate this game to pop and get the extra effective health, but you might have thought he did, given just all his fancy dance moves to get away from the prey seekers from the
Rookie now all ending onto Cool. Charm lands point blank range. Rookie gonna run back in. The ulti again. A Chaos Storm move with the answer, but Cool will go down 1v1. Rookie with the style flash away.
Rookie getting so many auto attacks, and if he hadn't have weaved the autos and wouldn't have picked up the kills, that doesn't stop OMG invading aggressively. I believe they were able to take out the blue, but I can't tell for sure.
Yeah, it looks like Loveling is wearing it right now, so I believe he has stolen that away. Uzi, of course, back down to the bottom lane. BF sword in hand and looking to maybe get aggressive on the Kid again.
I mean, the aggression in mid lane, that's what they have to worry about here. When you blind pick the Victor with Ahri available, with Diana available, so many bad matchups. They obviously picked it for comp. It gives them a lot of wave clear, but it's being preyed upon in the mid lane.
As we see Zatanna in the top lane, looking forward to his Morello-Nomicon. Catalyst done for Gogoing, so probably moving towards some tanky items. That pink ward finally cleared out here, but Loveling actually going to flash in there. Uzi now going to pop in as well, doing so much damage. The stun comes in and Kitties goes down.
Probably didn't need to use the heal there, Kid. There was no way that Nami was going to be able to get away from that trade. Didn't have flash available. Was about 10 seconds away from the summoner flash that would have saved her. Good wraparound gank from Loveling, even on Nunu, putting out quite a lot of pressure this game.
And Uzi off to a good start here. 2-0 now on the Lucian. Does now have a pickaxe joining in to move in towards that Infinity Edge that's coming through. He had a pretty good start on Kalista. This is even better one on Lucian. So Uzi, we talked about it recently, sort of had to look a bit more like his hard carry self, and this is a good start for him.
I mean, Uzi's Lucian has definitely been 2014 Starhorn World Cup, qualifying for the 2014 World Championships tier, and that run-up to the World Championships brought his team from the bottom to the top, just playing Lucian, having dominating games. We already saw the 17-1-6 game earlier this week. He can really turn it on in Lucian. He's one of the most impressive Lucian players. We already mentioned the weaving and auto attacks for Rookie. No slouches Uzi on the Lucian either, and he's already got a good start.
I think that's the nice thing about the LPL as far as Lucian kind of coming back goes, is that there are quite a few good Lucian players in this region.
And he's just deceptively simple champion, has so many strong trades early, just hitting the Q, but when you learn to animation cancel to some degree, get the maximum out of your passive resets, you can eke out that extra 50, 100 damage that makes the difference. We already noted that the 3 auto attacks during the Ahri all-in was probably what actually got the kill on Cool.
Yeah, and it's just so much more effective when you have Lucian's passive and, you know, an Infinity Edge potentially coming through early as well. See a couple trades back down on the bottom side of the map, but nothing too major here. As Kid actually getting stunned up now as well, but in the top lane, going to get jumped on as well. Back to the bottom now. It's Loveling actually looking for Kakao. We'll find him in his own jungle, but Rookie's over the top. Spirit Rush gets popped there, and Kakao collects that kill.
And suddenly they're capitalizing on the momentum advantage they had in mid. The fact that Rookie was able to push out and threaten assassination solo kills on Cool to invade a Nunu of all junglers and pick up aggressive picks. The mid lane problems for OMG are now starting to snowball into their whole red side map control, and that's a worrying precedent to set.
Yeah, Kakao's here as well. Uzi has to be careful. Cloud thinks he knows what's coming again, gets popped up by so many knockups, and Kid collects the kill, and Uzi dashes away, but his support is dead.
That's excellent pressure coming through from IG in general. First, picking up Nunu in the jungle, then parlaying that into all the aggression in the bottom lane. You can see that Gogoing's getting some work done in the top on his trademark Maokai, but Uzi, he has to be worried.
He might be getting dove. Kakao actually might have bitten off a little too much here. Loveling is down the bottom. Uzi now using his ultimate. Kakao looking to go down here. Loveling gets him with a snowball. Good ulti there as well to zone them off. Satai though is coming in and a knock-up cancels the rest of the ulti. Rookie is down here as well. Gogoing has also teleported in, but while growth is available, you have to think a dive is coming. Satai though has to be very, very careful. And now Cool going to move in there, doing the damage with the Chaos Storm. Gogoing coming in, but Rookie gets the first kill now. Looks like Lulu did go down. Kid's going to fall soon there as well to Uzi. And a bloodbath here in the bottom side. So many kills.
Yeah, so even was the trade. Hard to dissect it. Cool came in at the right time to get out a massive Chaos Storm. IG probably too aggressive with their rotation. Forced out the teleport from Gogoing. Still a minute 30 to drag it, so waiting to see who's able to get control over this objective. But 5 to 8 in kills. 1,500 gold is the lead for IG.
Yeah, now Lucian's picked up an Infinity Edge, so good news there for OMG, but IG certainly still looking to play on the front foot here. Again, Cool's kind of having a quiet start, although he's building up power slowly. Going sort of in a power trough, waiting for his next major item, even though he's not going for a Rod of Ages. Again, Uzi's back. It's pretty. It carries pretty well. He's going to have to really broaden those shoulders.
I mean, the carry pants, there's 2 members, 4-0-1 for their teams. Lucian against Ari. Don't know who you want to bet upon, just for the fact that Kid will eventually hit an item timing, but Cloud, he's been spotted out.
Yeah, going to get charmed there as well. Rookie going to get another kill, and maybe you're going to start betting on Ari.
And with that, needless to say, Rajrod already doing so much damage to, of course, the very squishy Cloud. He needs his teleport to come up soon, but OMG, they're looking to get an answer and kill on Lulu.
Flash Twisted Advance runs to Zatai. Loveling going to start channeling the ulti. No, doesn't have it, but the saplings come in. So many slows here, and Zatai just can't do anything.
Zatai tried to find safety in the turret. No safety whatsoever. This is action across the map. This is a complete 180 on what we saw last game. A killer minute stuff here.
Yeah, Kickout actually going to make it a few more flash ulti there. Rookie flashes in as well, and Cool just gets destroyed. The gravity field, not enough because no one else is taking the turret.
The style points everywhere. Kid's actually in trouble in the bot.
Yeah, Uzi maybe looking in for it. You know he gets aggressive sometimes in these sort of games, but we'll play patiently for now, waiting for cooldowns. Nami back as well. Gonna have to wait for Cloud and Uzi. We'll just CS under his turret.
Just so much happening across the map. With all the pressure they've had consistently after the solo kill, after getting the pick on the support, they just want to parlay that all into taking this outer turret in the bottom. That's been their big objective, IG, to complement what they already had done in mid. Once you have that mid turret down, of course, you have the minions crashing in. You already have an advantage trying to wrestle control of the enemy red side, but just getting the picks. The first objective they have is getting this bottom outer turret.
Good going, actually getting the top turret there. So 1-1 now in that objective. Cloud posturing aggressively on the end. He does have distortion and Moby's ready. Kickout actually with Rookie going to steal away the dragon there. So the first dragon, I believe, might be the second.
That's the first. 1 dragon apiece. That was the first dragon for IG. Vindicated for their mid turret and all the pressure they'd had in the enemy red side jungle. That gives them basically solo control of the dragon. Only real objective OMG can pick up with that outer turret in the top lane is just trying to get some aggressive wards onto the IG red.
Yeah, Kid, they're done with his Trinity Force now as well. So Kog'Maw starting to power up as well. Need to see Large Rod still in the inventory there for Rookie, so looking for his next major item. Probably a death cap if we know Rookie at all. Morellonomicon also done for Zatai and the mid laner of IG, but OMG have rotated in looking for a turret.
So I just wanted to return on kind of my dissection of the Fed members of either of these teams, Lucian versus Ari. The reason why I take Ari in this trade is that she's got a Kog'Maw as an AD carry. Eventually he'll hit item timings that will make him relevant. Cow though.
Cooldo going to get charmed again, and Rookie going to make it a 6th kill for himself.
It's worth mentioning Cool 0 and 5. The big issue is that Kog'Maw will hit a late game timing where he's damage relevant. At this point, as a control mage 0 and 5, there's no guarantee that Cool will be relevant in the mid to late game.
Yeah, and that's the problem, to say the least, is Kickout. He's been so good this game with his ganks. Cloud now could be in trouble, but the mid lane ganks especially. Poor Cool's been caught in transition or near his camp in just so many instances.
And Cool's had a poor series. We already mentioned his issues on Cho'Gath. Okay, he wasn't dying in lane, but he was very unconvincing on that champion. And now just the pick, taking the victor with the likes of Ari available. Maybe he's just trying to widen his champion. Or maybe he just wants to get some extra information about the matchup. I'll spoil it for him. It's a terrible matchup for Victor.
As Kid there does get the turret, so finally getting the outer bit going. Coming with the home guards, they're going to knock Kitty's back. Ulti down for Rex as well, so Kakao will join in, but Loveling and Cloud are coming in as well. A great tidal wave, they're going to disengage, and damage still quite high there. Cloud going to look for another stun, but doesn't have it. Kitties will get locked down and probably die, but that's the only casualty there from IG for so many resources burnt. Kill goes to Uzi, but IG will take it.
Yeah, Uzi doing his best to match the 6-0 Ari, now 5-0-1. The Void Rush came through from Kakao. Quickly realized there was 5 members kind of capitalized on that and just got the hell out of there. 1 kill, only 1 pick coming through from OMG.
Uzi might face Kakao here, but Rookie's down here as well. Uzi going to have to start running. Kakao does not have his flash, so can't go for the flash. And by Rookie, though, is going to force Uzi to use his as Cloud gets the first stun. But now Cloud is going to get chased down. The bear comes out, but it's not enough. Rookie slides through it, and now Uzi going to get chased down, taking so much damage from this death cap. Ari Charm will miss the ease out of the way, but Rookie is unstoppable. It's
a consolation prize for Rookie picking up Annie, now 0 and 4, matching Cool in terms of just piling on the deaths this game. Ari's just gone crazy. This is what we expected to happen, though. There's nothing for Victor to do to pressure an Ari in lane. Ari has comparable wave clear and just night and day in terms of assassination potential. Got those picks in lane. No pressure whatsoever coming from OMG, either in the mid lane or the bot lane, unless 4 or 5 members rotate to the bot.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about it with the Mundo pick that we've seen in this sort of Kog'Maw comps, where the idea is that you just want a bit more mid-game power to shore up the fact that Kog'Maw will eventually get strong, but takes a little time to get there. You know, it's not another support to really go all in on Kog'Maw, but Rookie, fantastic mid-game power.
I mean, mid-game power is what you're looking for. That's why you like the Maokai in the top lane, because even though it's a tank, it peaks in the mid-game, or at least it gets a nice power spike in the mid-game, and then just becomes the tanky beast in the late game. It even has a relevant aura that could help with the Kog'Maw. We got the Lulu top, so we already know Morellonomicon going to be CDR boots, going to be 40% CDR very, very early. I mean, I just hesitate to call this a Kog'Maw con because it's a 7-0-2 Ari. Ari's just overtaken the game. It's an assassin with a Kog'Maw as backup, and that's pretty good backup.
Yeah, really good insurance there. As Rookie will go back, has 1,000 gold in the bank. No, rethinks it. Has a blue buff, going to try and maybe do a bit more damage here. Cool. Has to run very far away from Ari. Does not want to land anymore. In fact, 2 levels down as well. Just to give you an idea of how far behind Cool is.
I'm surprised he's been able to pick up 150 CS, to be honest. He has great CSing abilities, so obviously he's picking up whatever comes his way, but Rookie has all the options. Does he want to push in the lane in the roam? Does he want to try and hold the wave and force multiple members to rotate to the mid? Flexible options depending on what his team's doing. And IG, they'll pick up an answering turret in the top. 3 turrets to 2 is the advantage for IG.
Actually just had a bit of a trade there. OMG took the bottom turret out, but top tower, like you mentioned, did just go over to Invictus Gaming, with Kid taking that away. Aegis done for Kakao there as well, so building up some stats. The Tires don't need to see large rod as well, so a bit more aggressive on that build, but does want the rabbit on death cap, of course, to make those shields that much more effective.
One of the dangers, though, for IG, a lot of unspent gold. 1,400 on Rek'Sai, 1,500 on Ari, even 1,800 onto Kid. Kid's actually pretty... in terms of completed items, quite behind, so needs to go back and shop, at least get the Bilgewater towards the Blade of the Ruin King and the boots too. The pickups are starting to come through, but they definitely don't want to look to shop, and that's why they're back.
Yeah, Duke back now. Good timing as well. A minute up till Dragon, so won't be quite there in time to set up very premature vision, but will at least get all their shops in, which is probably more important at this point. So Bilgewater Boots 2 is the pickup for Kog'Maw, so good spotting there, Papa Smithy. Blasting one and Ampton done for Rookie, so almost a Void Staff completed, and even the Locket now for Kakao out of that Aegis.
Yeah, Loveling has the Sight Stone and the Juggernaut, but the turret diving phase of this game is kind of over, and it pales in comparison to the Snowball Locket coming through. We saw a TBQ on LGD with the Snowball Aegis doing so much work in a series yesterday. I feel like the Locket's going to do the same work for Kakao. He's really spent his gold unselfishly, and when you got 7-0-2 mid lane Ari, you just do your best to power up that Ari and empower the dive even more.
Yeah, and Dragon not going to get looked at yet. 15 seconds till it is up here. Kakao helping Rookie spot out. And I have to say, this pairing, we talk a lot about Kakao and Rookie being a good pair together, but this particular mid jungle duo has been fantastic so far. There's so much synergy there.
And that's the thing about IG, though. They look great when Kakao and Rookie are on the same page. When Rookie's ahead and Kakao's ahead, IG almost always win. It's just a bit predictable, though. You know that Kakao knows what Rookie's capable of. Speaking of Kakao, he's in trouble.
Yeah, he knows the Uzi's here as well. The Charm lands in. Rookie just deletes Lucian off the map. Going, though, has trapped Kakao in there, but Rookie going to come back in. Massive damage done as going. Tries to lock down Rookie, but Rookie might just go for his own 1v4 at this point.
So much mobility, can just throw out the Q for both harass and a movement speed increase. They pull out the Dragon, risky to try a Dragon with Loveling around on Nunu, but they want to turn a fight, you'd have to think.
I mean, if they face check a Charm, Rookie's going to get another kill despite the lack of ulti. They're going to try it here. IG are actually tanking maybe a little too much damage. Loveling will walk around the title with very cute stuff, and he can't get in for too long. He's just going to take too much damage.
But the Charm is down. They're waiting for the Charm to come up again. If the Charm doesn't hit, OMG have a good shot at taking this Dragon.
Loveling going in. He will not get it. Actually miss smites and consumes and gives it to the tie. Now Cool in trouble for Lash. Kakao is back there. Gets a double knock up there, so the first kill comes in. Going will fall soon as well. Just too many mistakes from OMG this
Double
game.
unburrow was massive in that fight, but you're correct, Pastry Time. Look, it's very hard to account for 60 health, but they should have. And now the 3-man Prayseeker actually stops 3 backs. IG, they can do whatever they want, and 1,800 gold. Let's talk about the gold difference in mid. 1,100 gold just broken for Rookie. Still 6,800 gold for Cool. That is 4,000 gold lead for the mid laner at 22 minutes. That's almost incomprehensible for one of the strongest laners in the world, Cool. This has not been his day.
It has not. And Rookie, I like this as well. Kind of knowing the position he's in at 10-0 and 2. Abyssal Scepter here, basically just as a snowball item.
He can buy whatever he wants. It doesn't really make it doesn't
buy
matter at this
Infinity
point.
Edge.
No reason to buy a Void stuff. No one's got magic resist yet, so has the Abyssal Scepter. He's so strong. I mean, the thing about Ahri is they changed a lot of her power when they made the remake and then had to tone it down a little bit. But the whole point was, okay, consistent damage dealer but not an assassin. But I think, Riot, this game you failed because she's an assassin and a consistent damage dealer.
I mean, Rookie's just excellent on this champion, so you can see him using that mobility. Her kit definitely punishes her a little bit more. You're forced to get into short range after the changes, but when she gets to range, especially when she's ahead, does dumb damage here. And Kid now, even going to fight Go Going, might just solo him out. He doesn't have the Blade of the Ruin King finish, but still good damage coming in. Kiddy's going to join in here to join in with the Nami and Go Going. Nowhere good to run. Going to fight for a little while longer. Takes a little while to kill, but Zatai actually snipes him with little lance.
Ahri tried to catch Loveling in the rotation, gets very low. Not enough to pick up a kill. I believe still has Spirit Rush available. IG, they just can't go anywhere. The red side of their jungle was completely overtaken very early. That's why IG had... Oh, my goodness.
Zatai going down there, but Nuna gets picked off there by Rookie, and Ahri's actually flanking now. The rest of OMG might have to be careful here. Cloud going to throw some wards down. We'll get Prey Seeker. Cacao going to clear out the wards there as well. Kid actually moving back into the top side. Might start a push off in. No major objectives right now unless they want to rush for the Baron, but IG 6,000 gold ahead already. Just
very solid play. You know, we were mentioning it multiple times. They took over the red side jungle so early. That's, to be honest though, remember that was the side of the jungle they elected into when OMG went to start their first buff at the enemy red. So we always knew they'd have an advantage over the bottom jungle. That's why it was so surprising that the bot lane died to a gank. They knew that Rek'Sai was jungling on their side of the jungle, and they didn't respect it and died. Already the pressure in mid, we talked about the matchup being bad. I mean, we saw it demonstrated in this game. They've never had any pressure whatsoever in the bottom half of the map, so it's so impressive that when they do get the global ults in, Uzi's been picking up gold 5-1 and 2. He's doing very well himself, but everyone else is just falling apart at the seams.
Yeah, I mean, Cool got his perfect Hex Core and his Abyssal Scepter. Spirit Visage done for Go Going. Like, there are some items here, but like you said, Uzi's really the only one that's got significant items for the stage of the game that he's at. Kid has been super greedy with his backs. He's just banking gold constantly. He's about 1,300 or so right now, and just sitting on his Trinity Force Bilgewater because he doesn't need to do anything else. We said it already. He's the insurance policy.
And so you see the Death Cap Morellonomicon on Lulu. You see the Mikhail's completed on Nami. You might think, okay, the Juggermaw's ready, but the Jugger Fox is ready basically time. It's all about this Ahri diving in. They don't even need to worry about the Kog'Maw. To be honest, OMG are going to die trying to get past this Ahri in the middle of the fight. The consistent damage from the Ahri is far greater than that coming out from Kog'Maw. So all these resources, for once, are going to be used on their mid laner.
And Kid going for a nice expensive build. Blade of the Ruin King has been finished now, and he has plenty of room. You know, Kog'Maw build, often luxury builds because he has to spend so much gold on them, but he's got plenty of time. He's made a good investment here, kind of hanging out in the bottom lane, picking up minions where he can, and Rookie's been cashing in for his teammate very heavily.
So OMG, they know that they cannot walk to the bottom side of their jungle, so they're trying to answer with their Baron. That's their only way to force the hand of IG, because they've been playing reactionarily for the past few minutes. Now being spotted out with a Scrying Orb, they can't even do that. Lulu's split push is doing just fine. IG have position on the mid turret as well. They're going to take another load of advantages, almost 10,000 gold, about half of that being in Ahri's pocket, you'd have to think. OMG, they need to try something desperation because this game, it's all but over.
I mean, if they can kill the Ahri, that's a very good start, but I don't know if that's possible right now, given what OMG have to work with so far. That inhibitor turret's dead, by the way. It's Cloud looking to go in aggressive, wants to find someone. Rookie actually ults out prematurely just to make sure he's safe. Dodges back in, almost nails Cool with the charm. Uzi going to use his ulti, but IG, they got what they wanted.
A lot of respect to Cloud, though. Using the Spirit Rush gives them a lot fewer options. So, I mean, OMG, not ideal to lose the inhibitor turret, but that was the minimum they were going to use because they actually now, IG, have to back away for that cooldown to come back.
Going to try and do some shopping. No, again, a minute before the Dragon, trying to get all of their buys in before they do, but OMG rushing towards the Baron.
It forces a teleport and the Void Rush. 2 members in position. OMG do not have enough time to start this up. IG should know that. No need to face check. They cannot DPS this down fast enough, knowing the Void Rush was used.
Really smart from Cacao. Got there in range. Pricey at exactly the spot that OMG were trying to bait somebody into, and then Tremor Sense takes care of the rest after that point.
And that's what you do as a smart jungler, is just look at the enemy team, work out how this game is going, and know there's no way they can DPS that Baron down in less than about 30 seconds. So they're not going to start it. It's not a realistic option for them. Their best hope is to get a pick and then peel off and do the Baron. So the fact that he knew that peeling off was the case in 9 out of 10 situations allowed him to be just that much more defensive, not go for any sort of really aggressive plays, and it paid off for IG.
It did. Now as Rookie has finished a Void Staff to add to the ridiculous amount of items he currently has. Dragon is back up now as well, so IG looking for their third as far as the buff is concerned, and no one's going to go near Rookie, who's positioned very well on top of his team's pink wall.
I mean, OMG, it took 20 minutes for them to learn this, but this side of the jungle, the red side of the jungle, no, do not go anywhere near it. There's no chance anything good will happen there. Go going, you're pretty tanky, so he kind of checks out a pink ward, but anybody else, stay away.
Yeah, I mean, Rookie, the Orbit Deception might look nice and shiny, but do not go towards the light. It is very deadly as Cloud will get a pink ward down, but IG is swiftly over there, and Kakao actually has caught someone up. Rookie just goes in and destroys poor
Is this
Annie.
Season 3? Supports are dying, face-checking mid laners every second of the game. Cloud, he's only got a talisman. He's got no health apart from the health from the Ruby Crystal coming through, and they're starting the Baron.
Good ward there for OMG. Will spot them off, but IG might just pull up and go in for the kill. Here going, actually peeling off Kakao. Wild Growth is used. He's going to live for a little while longer, but Lovely going to pop his ulti to zone them out. And Uzi gets the first kill. Victor, though, dead around the side as Rookie's going in deep, but they've managed to kill him. Uzi, though, doesn't have enough left to try and kill them in a 3-for-2 win for IG.
Wasn't ideal use of the supportive ultimates. That was the big problem that fight, but the chase is on.
Yeah, very adorable. Aquabris in a speed-up kid. Gets him in range for the Tycles. Blessing slow as well, and Loveling pretty fast with the Blood Ball. Gets tagged by Kittlelands. W in there for Cogmore, and Kid gets the fourth.
Even though he was low mana, of course, the changes mean that Biocane Barrage has no mana cost. Just waiting on the cooldown. Quite a long cooldown to come off. It was available, and goodbye, Loveland.
And again, the element of IG's comp that does protect his Cogmore, able to speed him up and protect him as well. Didn't really need protecting, as we noted. Rookie with a massive flank assassinated poor Cool after picking off Cloud and did eventually die, but after that, OMG was just too far behind.
I mean, the synergy between frontline consistent damage dealers and Lulu is so strong with the AP ratio on the Whimsy. Sitting on about 400, 500 AP means we're talking about a 70% 5-second haste coming through at the front of the fight, whether it's the Ahri, depending on whether she has Spirit Rush up, or it's the Cogmore. The results will be devastating.
And Zatai actually going for a Lich Bane now, so getting aggressive, and I can't blame him. His team's very far ahead. Zatai, a very aggressive player when he wants to be. Why not build a luxury Lich Bane?
Exactly. I mean, it used to be the standard Lich Bane rush before we saw some of the nerfs come out through to that item. Still very good. Still gives him a lot of turret damage. We've already seen him parked in the bottom lane, pushing down structures, so it gives you that strategic flexibility. And look, you've got enough AP and CDR at this point.
Yes, you do. And you're protecting someone that doesn't really need that much more protecting. Rookie might have been going for the Lich Bane himself here on the Ahri with the Aether Wisp on the inventory, and that will be silly damage.
I mean, even maybe the Twin Shadows for a pick. We almost never see that item competitive apart from when it was a popular pick on Twisted Fate players. We can dream because the Spooky Ghost, very fun to see, but probably going to be the Lich Bane, as you mentioned. He's already weaving in the auto attacks. He's got the mechanics for it.
Yeah, I mean, makes sense here on a player like Rookie, who's just looked stellar on the Ahri so far. Does have a death now, so the flawless record will have a slight dirty mark on it, but don't think it's too concerning there for Invictus Gaming. They just want the 2-0. Oh, Cloud Flash ulti there, moving in. The Cullen coming in as well. Cool does massive damage with the Chaos Storm, and that's 2 free kills.
That was a really good pick from the ward they had down. Suddenly, they have an option to get Baron. Baron might answer some questions that IG have been posing.
Zatai now getting jumped on by Go, going forced to flash away as Rek'Sai. Sorry, that's Lulu. Wild Growth used there as well.
Bye, Cloud.
Yep, goodbye. Oh, 1 W is all that's needed. Just one little puff there.
Okay, but it's only Cloud who was already on lower health. They might still try the Baron. No, they're going to go for the safer objectives. They don't want to start pushing. Get rid of this mid lane turret.
Kakao moving around, looking for a flank, maybe?
They just wanted to get away.
They did get away safely. Rookie, I believe, is also, yeah, off to safety. So OMG, bit indecisive on what they want. Going to look for the Baron now. Blood Boil plus Solution, going to do a lot of damage. Consumes a good secure, but the teleport's already in for Zatai.
It's actually a flanking teleport coming through. Zatai's coming in. They're trying to get him off Baron.
OMG pull off the Baron successfully. So I guess IG get what they want. Looks like Cool going to get caught here. Prey Seeker is Cool. He's going to get chased down. Does power transfer there. It will run away a little bit further longer, but Kakao still moving in. He's actually trying to get the kill, but Cool kiting very nicely. Gravity Field comes out. No one else here, but Cool eventually going to go down. The minions might take care of him, but Kakao finishes him off.
Finally gets another price. I guess he didn't have the Chink Spite available. No, he didn't want to use it. Had it available the whole time. Obviously, he's very aware of the objective control that he needs to do, and they're back on the Baron.
Yeah, they are going to go in. Good damage there on the Baron for IG. Loveling doesn't even have his flash. Tries to run in to consume it if he wants it, and it's just too much here. Invictus Gaming are going to get a Baron.
They seed the Baron. That's a big objective giveaway. Look at the big red minion wave in bottom lane as well. They have to react too soon. Maybe they just thought a long team fight. They'll lose a lot in terms of global objectives. In fact, remember, they have no inhibitor turret and bot, so potential for the rotation to come through. And you have to think IG, they want to finally pick up that inhibitor. They have never taken it down this game.
No, and they're still so far ahead in this game. 13,000 gold or so as the tie. Speeds down with the Whimsy. Uzi will clear out minions as best as he can, but Baron up minions are very tough, even with the culling.
So at least it draws out the culling. Don't know if we'll see the fight, but Loveling's been poked.
Loveling takes way too much damage there. Rookie diving in again, gets a bit of damage on the go, going in. He will fall. Charm will miss onto Uzi. He'll E away there as well. And Rookie will spin away there with the Q. OMG gonna re-rotate. Cloud's ready to go with the ulti if he wants to stun.
Watch the teleport in the back line.
Looks like, yep, he's coming around the back as well. Has to be a bit careful. Cloud just gets popped there as Kid gets that kill going. Has come around there, but he's taking too much damage. And Cacao gonna get the next kill there. Baroned up minions. IG just too strong at this point, and OMG can't really defend 3v5.
No, they're actually tanking up. Cacao could fall. No, gets the defensive shield. This should be the second inhibitor.
And that's maybe too much here for OMG. They're gonna try and defend. IG will actually pull off, so just break the mid inhib. Don't actually get it here. The tower will go down. Loveling a little aggressive. Cool. The same here. Aquaprison just dodged there, but Cool can't get any exit kills.
No exit kills to be picked up. Dragon comes up in 8 seconds. It would be the 4th. Probably not a big deal to potentially give away one to OMG. Much safer to go back with the Baron buff recalls and pick up some items. They're all sitting on a nice amount of gold.
Well, Cacao wants the Dragon. He's already altered back into the area, and he's going to start it off now as well. OMG still returning from the base, regrouping and having to push out super minions. Cacao should be able to secure it.
And if ever you want an illustration of just how strong IG's bot side stranglehold of vision has been, he's able to actually Void Rush straight onto the Dragon. No one's been able to check that in the last 6 minutes.
Yeah, can't collapse the tunnel. It's just, you know, sitting kind of in the top side of the jungle, and OMG not being able to get there. Cloud trying to get some wards down, but the Baron's gone at this point. That was the side that OMG, I guess, figured they could protect, and at this point, they can't really protect much of anything. They're running out of things to protect.
The purple hue is doing double duty on both Rookie and Zatai now. Has the Lich Bane. Going to be interesting to see if those auto attacks, the extra bursts of damage, will be relevant in the next fight. To be honest, everyone was exploding to him before the Lich Bane, so might just be a bit of overkill. I
mean, the structure's going to fall very quickly as well. OMG can't really afford to lose much more, but maybe one person dying will trigger the end of the game. They're 2 inhibs down. IG are looking to push down the last one in the top side of the map, and everyone at this point, even Cacao in almost full tank Rek'Sai, just does damage.
So we've been talking about the Juggernaut-S comps. Another one of the reasons I like them, Pastry Time, when you don't go for the Mundo in the top, you go for another one of these Morganas and Lulus of the world, the 40% CDR AP champions. They've got 4 ranged auto attackers, 2 of them with Lich Bane. Turrets explode to IG.
Yeah, you can see that turret already chunked to about 30% health, and that's mainly Lich Bane. Kid doing some work, but doesn't need to do too much.
Let's look at this comp. Siege, Wave Clear, even Assassination going with the Ahri pickup. The turrets, they just can't last. Cacao as a solo frontline's been doing his job.
Loveling it to Charm, but Cacao tanks that turret up, and Kid very aggressive now. Bit of that Juggernaut flavor coming through as Uzi going to be the next target. Cloud flash ulti's in. Uzi going to try and turn it around, but Cloud taking too much damage. Uzi kiting as best he can, but he can't do anything as he eats out of the way. Rookie almost soloing up the turrets. Cool though, has actually got the kill. No go going. Going to dive back in on towards the tie, and Uzi is back with the damage. Blows into pieces, but Kid is the next big threat. Cool going to dive in on top of him. They don't have quite enough yet. They've got to peel off Cacao. Uzi eats a bubble there, and Kid's going to get the kill. Cool looking to follow next. To go going. Gets flashed over. Cool actually manages to kill him. And now Nami going to get chased out of the base. OMG somehow defending a bloodbath as 8 people are dead.
It was reckless aggression coming through from Rookie that lost on that fight. Cool though. We'll be able to use the gravity transfer again for another 30% movement speed. Kitty's low on mana, does have Mikhail's though, does have good mana regen, should be able to spam the spells and abuse that passive to get away.
Moby Boots a little too good there as well. Cool, can't get in there. Actually still chasing for it, so maybe thinks he can. Lots of Qs coming through, trying to chase him in, but eventually has to give up.
Bit of comical timings coming through the Benny Hill music. I think it was playing as Kitties just tries to make Cool feel even more silly than he already does.
Yeah, Cool gonna saunter back to base now as well.
Tail between his legs. Yeah. Sad days for Cool.
Loveling running up as well in the Nunu. Kind of has to run up the lane because this is the only one they have left to defend. A lot of minions pushing into their base actually. As Kakao going to ult in, Rookie will get his blue buff, and actually Cool might be in trouble. They're teleporting there, I think, as well. Kakao does find the knock-up, stayed a little too long. Gravity field coming in. Kakao with the wild growth on him gets the kill.
And that's the thing. You're trying to walk home after a hard day's work, couldn't get it done, and what do you find?
Got mugged by Kakao.
Got mugged by Kakao with assists from Zatai.
Good stuff there. Is Loveling going to rotate in? Uzi powering up. Doesn't have the last Whisper yet, so needs to get that in for some damage, because Kakao is, like you said, very tanky at this stage of the game. But, you know, is doing well on items, is starting to do damage. We kind of said it already, but if anyone's going to hard carry at this point, it could be Uzi.
And look, it was Rookie turret diving reckless. He dived into the Nexus turret, took double turret aggro, just trying to pick up another kill on Cool. So the styling up on Cool lost IG that fight, or at least made them go even. They're back now. Cool's still dead, and IG, they want to try and finish this game.
Yeah, lest we forget that Kid is really powered up on the Kog'Maw. Doesn't have massive luxury items, but 4-item Kog'Maw is pretty scary, and they're worrying more about Rookie than Kog'Maw at this point.
And look, it's the Zhonya's completed now for Rookie, so he'll have the stasis option. It is 5v5, but there's another inhibitor going down, and only one Nexus turret left.
Going getting chunked out there, and Hibs going to fall back as they respawn here. And that one turret is all OMG really have left to defend. Are they going to pop in? Righteous Glory, I believe, was used to go going. Yes, it was. But IG just cutting back and wait out the cooldowns, and eventually they'll break the base. 3 inhibs are down.
Yeah, we're still waiting for them to actually take out this game, though, Pastry Time. It looks like they should be able to do it, but as a one-tank lineup, they want to spare their options and not go for anything too overly aggressive.
No, it'd be a miracle if anything can get done here. But I don't think they're going to move in now. IG are going to come in. Rookie's got a couple kills. Cloud almost dies in stasis to the Orbit Deception. IG are going to dive back in. That Nexus is dead. Invictus Gaming, 2-0 OMG.
Invictus Gaming made such an impressive performance on the bottom side of the map. I question why OMG would invade aggressively to take the enemy red, then counter swap back to the bottom lane, and it was preyed upon. You saw Kakao with the smart jungle pathing after seeing the fact that it was a 2v2, picking up such an early kill on Cloud, and it only went from bad to worse in the bottom lane. Cool. He blind picked Victor with Arya available, and you know what happens in that matchup. 15-2-5 was the MVP performance coming through from Rookie, and IG, they've played OMG 4 times this season, 3 victories, now taking the big 3 points, jumping up to 4th, I believe, might be joint 4th, might be 1 point clear. A massive result for IG, and really impacting those top of the table standings.
Yeah, just a great day of LPL all around, but we are done for the week here. Week 9's been great. Week 10 will, of course, be coming up. I believe there is a break this weekend, so please tune in the week after for your LPL. Enjoy the break. We know we will, but we'll be back pretty soon. For myself, Papa Smithy, at the Spawn, and our entire live production crew, we'll see you then.